All right, good evening. We're glad you're here tonight to see and review all that went on at camp this week. The Lord gave us a great week at camp. We had one night where we had a thunder shower. We had inside games to switch around for that night, and really everything worked out really well for the song. And then the teens are going to come and sing a song that we sang at the camp, and then we'll watch the camp highlight video, and then we'll do some testimonies. So come on up, Mike.
All right, let's stand together and sing number 372 in your hymnals. Who is on the Lord's side? Who is on the Lord's side? Who will serve the King? Who will be his helpers? Other lives bring. Will face the foe. Who is on the Lord's side? Who for him will? By thy call of mercy, by thy grace divine, we on the Lord's side, Savior, we are thine. Not for weight of glory, not for crown and palm. Enter we thy army, raise the warrior song, but for love that gameth, lives for whom he died. He whom Jesus nameth must be on his side. By thy love constraining, by thy grace divine, we on the Lord's side, we are thine. Jesus, thou hast bought us, not with gold or gem, but final life for a diadem. With thy to thee, thou hast made us sing, thou hast made us free. By thy grand redemption, by thy grace divine, we are on the Lord, Savior, we are thine. Fierce may be the conflict, no victory the foe, but with thy army none can overthrow. Round his standard ranging, victory secure. For his truth unchanging makes the triumph sure. Joyfully and listing by thy grave on the Lord, say,
Then we had our memory verse that they went over as well. I'll read that while they're going back. 1 Samuel 2:30, wherefore the Lord God of Israel saith, them that honor me I will honor, and they that despise me shall be lightly esteemed. And so that was our theme, was honor God this year for camp and our church for the year as well. And I think the video is ready. Is the video ready? All right. So.
The victory for the week goes to the Green.
And in the same way you did last time to sing. What we want to do, once we get them all up here, what we want to do is talk about each camper. Everybody here wants to hear what you about your week in some way or another. And so what we want to do is just go down the line, and what I'll ask you is two questions. One thing that you learned from the or the teaching you enjoy camp? All right. Be first, will you super or we're gonna
honor God, because it's an important thing to do. And my favorite game was ping pong.
My favorite thing I learned just
But I guess the skits were probably my favorite thing.
My favorite thing was probably shooting, and the thing I learned was always trust your friends, and it'll always turn out better.
I learned that God always has a plan and you should follow it. And my favorite activity was cliff jumping.
I learned that at one point our private life will always show through our public life, and my favorite game was the Renaissance race.
During the week, we talked about I think three main things. First, we talked about how your private life will always come out. Then the next that Mr. Caleb preached on was bitterness, and I found the bitterness message to be real on how I guess or what was
that God always has a plan and for a reason, and it's cliff jumping.
I learned that bitter until you purpose, until you the sin issue, and
my favorite is just getting to know the girls and seeing the group grow as a team and as a whole.
One thing I learned was there's way more to honoring God than you expect. There's like a lot to it, and my favorite game was Manhunt.
I probably learned the importance of honoring God, and then my favorite thing was probably being able to hang out with my friends for most of the week.
My favorite game was either the Renaissance race or Manhunt, and then the thing I learned is when you have to put your trust in your friends, and you can't just, like, if they're like carrying you and you don't want to let them drop you, and you have to trust them that they'll carry you.
What I learned was probably that you need to pray before trying something new, and my favorite activity was shooting.
I learned that no matter how weak you are, as long as you have God by your side, you will always succeed. And my favorite activity was writing. I learned that it's not just rules. You can kick balls up inside. I learned that God will always love you, no matter how empty your life is, and the Renaissance race.
I learned that you should honor, and my favorite game was probably slip-in, slide kickball, or the cliff jumping.
All down. Could I just have the counselors stay or come up if they aren't up here? If all the teens want to go ahead and have a seat, then let's give them a round of applause for their performance. Alexander. Come on, people. And to invest in the teens and they are the ones who spent hours and days planning ahead of time, gathering materials, and of course the church always comes together and helps. But these are the ones who, in an extraordinary way, really help us with camp. And I just want to say thank you to each one of you, because truly without each one, we couldn't do camp. And so say thank you to all of you and the whole church and to them. So thank you of you to have spoken of testimony.
Got to meet some new faces, but probably the highlight of my week was getting to lead a girl to the Lord. And so that makes all the preparation, all the very, very late nights totally worth it.
I just enjoy working as a team. It's been a blast to be there. We all act from time to time, but it's all for the purpose of helping the young people feel that there are people that love them. There are people that are there to talk to, and I'm thankful that many of them did come and talk to several of us, or even Brother Caleb, and I feel like a lot of ground was covered. I just want to you, really on the right trajectory, and I feel that you can, as parents and as grandparents, the joy is just to see those things come together this year that we do this.
Well, each one of the teens has their own strengths, and apparently Trey's is coming through in the clutch with drama. Not like save the drama for your mama, like he is an actor, and we found that out this week. The reason skits were his favorite is because his team won because of him. All right? So his skills are there. But it was just such a blessing to see teens rally around those who said, well, this is painful for him because he's exposing himself to us. And he didn't hold anything back. He said, guys, this is